Come on. Y'all come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. Y'all caught me, didn't you? Y'all caught me. I know you did. I know you did. Y'all caught me. I know you did. Y'all caught me. Y'all caught all of this. I'm sorry, but I had to get something other where my camera was in. But come on in here, y'all. We're gonna have a very, very good candid conversation tonight. Y'all know how Miss J do on my platform. And y'all wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, y'all, this, yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is what Miss J had to go get. Because y'all know my Queen Nation, yes. Hashtag Queen Nation Squad. Y'all come on in here. Come on in here. And I know my crown cricket, but it's okay. I can't, I don't know for some reason when I try to put it on in the camera, it just looks the wrong side. But anyway, we're gonna keep it like this tonight. Welcome, 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 welcome to Miss J Speaks Talk Show and Podcast 2. Yes, like you know, the first one was stolen from me. So that's why I got two behind this one. Yeah, thank y'all for coming in here. And I will apologize. We had some serious technical issues tonight, y'all. But we got it managed. We worked the way through. The kinks was worked out, everything. But the devil was busy. But we here. Okay, we in here. And thank you to those that's gonna be in here watching live. And when you come in, please speak to me so I can speak to you and welcome you in here, okay? And if you're watching a replay, thank you so much, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead on and get started. Tonight's hold on, y'all. Uh-oh. Hold on, wait a minute now. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Hold on. Wait a minute. Uh-uh. Oh Lord, I hope they won't start too soon. But tonight I have a very special guest. And I'm gonna also put the word in brave special guest, okay? Because anytime someone come up here to share their story, you brave. It takes courage and it takes strength to do this, okay? But let me say this. No, I'll wait. I'll wait. Um, my guest tonight, class, okay, I want to make sure I read this right. My guest tonight is a survivor of human sex trafficking, a survivor of domestic violence, and has overcome, whichever word you use, tomato, drug addiction, um, and she has a journey that she's going to tell us about. Let me bring my guest up. Get me in position here to get ready to bring her up. Y'all welcome my guests. My, hold on, my brave guest, Madisyn Turner-Fleming. Thank you. There she is. Yes. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my Lord. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, 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 yes. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Most definitely. Yes. Okay, now we straight. Now we get up at the comments. All right. Hey, Karika. Thank you for coming in here. Thank you so, so, so much. Did we get everything shared out? We
Yes, I'm working on it.
okay. All right. So I appreciate you being up in here. I really do. Thank you, Karika, for being in here. I really do. That's one of my faithful followers right there. I really appreciate it. And before we get started, let me say this. Y'all know how I feel about being disrespectful to my guests. We will not, and there's no disrespectful up here. It's none of that gonna be tolerated. It's not. Everybody got their story to tell, got a journey to tell. Everybody have a right to tell their story. And the reason why I'm saying this because I know society in society is some people that will look at this topic as I should be doing this or why she talk about this because we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. But when we get ready to ask questions, there will not be no disrespectful questions asked. And then if she feel those questions, if she feel a question is disrespectful to her, it's up to her if she wants to answer or not. But it's gonna be a candid conversation. Now, let me say this: if it's a question that's asked and she feels she do not want to answer that question, that's up to her. I don't have nothing to do with that. I just want to put that out there, okay? I like for my guests to come on my platform and feel welcome and feel all the love and embrace all the love from our viewers, right? That's what y'all know that's what my platform is about, all right? So with that being said, again, Madisyn, welcome, 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 welcome to Miss J Speaks Talk Show and Podcast. Let me make sure we
Thank
can
you.
hear.
Thank you.
Can y'all hear?
Can you all hear me?
Can y'all hear? Y'all put a thumbs up if you can hear her. Put a thumbs up. Okay, I think they can okay, I think they can hear. I think they can hear.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me today, Miss J, for this interview. I'm hoping that I'm very excited about this interview to share my my journey to my truth. Um, and I'm just so excited to be here today. And I'm hoping that people always rag people about um, getting on social media, telling their story and telling too much of your business. Why you put that on social? Why you put that out on social media and stuff?
Right.
I always believe that you should speak your truth and put it out there, because if you don't put it out there, how can you help or save someone else? Someone else could be walking down the street, the same street you walk down, and by hearing your story could save an individual. If I just reach one person, that would be a whole lot. Just one person.
See, see, that's what it's all about. Thank you so much for that, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. Thank y'all for coming in here. Okay, you listen with your ears on. Okay, all right. Hey, T Cole, thank you. And let me say this: if y'all put your questions in the comments, okay? As we go along with this interview, I'm gonna stop, a little bit, and we're gonna take 2 or 3 minutes to see if there's any questions down in there, so we can answer them. So she can answer them. Okay. Now, if you put your questions in, and it don't seem like we're looking at them, don't think we in them. We just haven't seen them yet. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead on and get started. All right. So I want to know, and I always ask this question: how are you as a child coming up? Um, Were you the kind that was shy? Were you the kind that if somebody dared you to do something, would you do it? Were you the child that stayed in trouble in school all the time? How were you as a
Woo! Me as a child, um, I was a good child. I thought I was a good child. I was curious, just like the rest of the world. A child here into this new whole world, that I wanted to know so much about everything, and to be a part of everything. Um, I consider I was a good child, but people may say I was spoiled because I was an only child. Um, I was spoiled and I was bad. Every time something happened or something broke, I did it. And they would say, I did it. And keeping it real, I'm going to go back to my name has been legally changed
okay?
now to Madisyn B. But as a child, I was Bernard. My family called me Bernard. And every time something get broke or there was a fire started or something, um, I'd be the one getting blamed for that, just because of one fire that I did set as a child.
Oh wow.
Every fire that happened after that, it was Bernard did it, Bernard did it, that badass Bernard did it and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do every fire. And
Y'all get
I
real
wasn't as
quiet.
bad. I wasn't as bad as they were saying I was. I was just curious. I was just being a child, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was just being a child. I was very curious. And I'm gonna share one of the things that to show you how curious I was about things.
I was gonna ask you.
Um, my grandmother had um, one of those old washing machines that had the ringers, the two rings that
Yes,
you put
I
your
got
clothes through there and it
yes,
rings.
yes,
Well, curious me wanting to figure out about how this thing do, and I'm thinking that I'm smarter than this thing that I can. I I played a little game, called myself playing a little game with it, and I'm sticking my finger up there to try to
me too.
pull so it don't catch my finger, and I pull it back right. Well, the thing caught my finger and drug my arm up in
Yep, yep. Happened to me too. It sure did. I
there.
hope y'all in the
That's a
comments
part
if
of
y'all
my
remember that kind
curiosity.
of washing machine. If y'all remember the kind of washing machine, y'all give me a thumbs up out there. Cause it happened to me too. It really did. I was the only one.
And so, like I say, I was just a curious child. What you tell me not to do, I guess that was a part of my mom spoiled me. You know, she got what I was told not to do. One time, the lady was babysitting me, and she was ironing some clothes, and she told me not to touch that iron. To get away from that iron. Well, I'm a child. I want to figure out why she tell me I can't touch it. You know, I ain't scared of no little bit of heat, and so I stuck my hand right on the thing.
Uh,
Yes, and I burnt my hand.
you did.
Another time, this lady was babysitting me, and this is a part of my spoiledness and sassy mouth, as all kids have a sassy mouth, right? I'm rocking in the chair, standing up in the chair, rocking, and she telling me, "Get out that chair like that! Don't do that in that chair like that! You're not my mama. You can't tell me what to do." Sassing back at her, and floop, I fell out of the chair and broke my arm.
Oh, see,
Yes.
I
So
get it.
I learned from each one of my little being curious. I learned the lesson
You
behind
learn the
all that.
lessons from it.
But
That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to do that. It's supposed to do it. It really does.
yes,
It
I
really
want to
does.
share with you all about my truth. Um, as far as I can remember, um, back to the age of 4 years old,
Mm-hmm.
is I didn't feel like what people were calling me a boy.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was a girl. I would look at girls and say, "Well, I'm one of them. How come they keep calling me a boy and stuff?" As I was explaining to someone earlier that I didn't know about at 4 years old. You don't know about the sexual parts of you and stuff. To me,
Right.
a girl is all I thought it was that I was a girl. Why they keep calling me a boy? You know, and that was at
That's what
age
you
four
thought.
years old.
That's what you thought that you actually even though you had the boy parts, you actually thought that you was a girl.
Yeah, yeah.
That are you? Do you have any siblings?
And any siblings?
Do you have any brothers and sisters? Do you have any brothers and
No,
sisters?
I had a sister that she if she'd have lived, she would have been 11 months older than me. I would have caught
Okay.
up with her, and we would have been the same age for a month. But sadly, she passed away. Um, she was born down in Mississippi, down south, back in '63. And back then, you just have a baby, and the doctors just send you home. So they
Yeah.
sent my mom home with this baby that had pneumonia. Um, and all she did was cry, cry, cry. My mom said, and one night she finally stopped crying. So my mom didn't think nothing. She thought that, well, I can just finally get some rest. This baby that went to sleep, and my grandma come in the next morning and said that this baby is gone, girl, and
Wow.
she was gone. So I never got a chance to meet my sibling by
Yes.
my mother.
Mm-hmm.
I never got a chance to meet her. I was born 11 months after, I guess.
After.
Um,
Yeah.
but
After.
I did have a brother, my dad, my stepbrother. um, that I was about 8 years older than him, and I was glad to have a brother, a little brother, a sibling. I always used to cry to my mom like, "Mom, have some more kids. Mom, please have some more kids and stuff." Because my cousins and stuff, they moms had a bunch of siblings and stuff. I was just an only child, it was just me at home.
Wow. Wow.
And the weekends and stuff, my mom would say, "Who you want to come over and play with you and stuff?" I
Mhm.
wouldn't choose none of the boys. I holler out my favorite cousin. I want Pam to come over, because me and Pam had
Wow.
fun when she come over. Yeah.
Okay. So
And
you
my
said,
mom wasn't having all the boys come over. I mean, the girls come over all the time. And she would make a boy come over sometime. And they'd come over and we play and stuff and everything. But it wasn't the same as when my girl cousin came over. We had fun and we connected.
so I heard you say when you was 4. So you was 4. How long did hold on, hold on. Yeah. How long did those feelings last? Did you felt like you was a girl? Did you say anything to anybody?
Well, those feelings remained until I was old enough to realize that, hey, it just till I was about 8, 9,
Mhm.
I came to grip that, oh, I'm just a different boy, but I still feel like a girl, I still want to be a girl. I have a picture, um, speaking of that, and it made me very angry at
Wow.
that age. It made me very angry at that age. I have a school picture, and I never forget this day. I think I was about 8, 9 years old,
Mhm.
and there was a school picture, and the boys was made to stand over in this line, and all the girls with their pretty barrettes and dresses and stuff, and looked at all cute and stuff. They was over in another line, and I was so angry at that age. I looked at that line, and I wanted to be over in that line. I said to myself, "I'm in the wrong line. What's going on here?" And
Wow.
when it got up to my turn to take the picture, the camera guy kept trying to make me smile, but I wouldn't smile. I was not gonna smile. I didn't want to take that picture. I didn't want nothing to do with that picture. Um,
And that was because you was in the wrong. That because you wanted to be over there where the girls was at.
yes,
Did you get
yes.
teased? Did you get teased anything at school?
Did I get teased at school?
Uh-huh.
No, no, I didn't get teased at school. Um, the teasing came on a little bit afterward, but I'm gonna share this picture with you guys, and I hope you guys can see it. That day when I took that picture, and it was I wasn't happy on this picture at all.
Come over this way,
Okay.
son. Okay. Oh yeah, you can tell you was not happy that day. Man, you was like, look, take this picture, please.
I was not happy
Wow.
at all that day. My mom was so happy that I was taking the picture. She braided my hair and then picked it out that next morning and put me on these clothes and stuff, and I was not happy. I wanted to be when I got to school and I seen how pretty the girls was. I wanted to be my hair to be pretty like theirs and stuff. The camera guy gave up on me. He just said, "Come on, just take the picture." And so this is what he got.
Yeah, yeah, you can tell you was like, look, I do not, no, no,
No,
just snap the picture so I can go home. Wow.
yeah.
What,
That
so,
day after school, I went to my room and I cried all night long in that room.
so that was when that picture when you were like 8 or 9, right?
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
play any sports, anything?
Um, no, I didn't play. I ran track, and I was very, very good at track. For
Okay.
some reason, I got on that track field, and because the track field to me, when track we had the girls and the boys was together, and so it wasn't just the boys out there on the field. I was out there with the girls, and so that's why I got interested in track to run track. Far as the other stuff in gym and stuff, participating with the boys and stuff, I didn't like it at all. I didn't play no other kind of sports but track. I wanted to play track and do gymnastics.
I want to go back on something. And y'all excuse me, but I want to go back on something. Tell them about the spin the bottle game.
Excuse me?
Tell them about the spin the bottle game.
Be in the bottom?
Spin the bottle.
Oh, the
Yeah,
game spin the bottom.
go through that.
Oh,
Yes.
that
Y'all
game
listening?
was introduced to me at a very, very early age in life. A very early age in life.
What age?
Um,
What age?
I'd say 5.
Y'all listen.
Yes, and this game was being taught by an older, older person, which wasn't an adult. This person also was a child, but just a little bit older, and
Okay.
had learned some new tricks, some games and stuff. And so that was a game that they had. He had several of us, few of us boys in the bathroom playing, spinning the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And the game was that if the bottle landed on you, you had to put the male's genital in your mouth.
Start right there. Did y'all hear what she just said? Did y'all
Each
hear?
male had to put their genital in your mouth.
She was taught at 5 years old to spin the bottle game by a child that was a little bit older than her. But if the bottle landed on you, you had to take your genitals and put in the person's mouth.
Yeah. No, when the bottle landed on you, all of them had to put their genital in your mouth.
Get all. Did y'all hear this? At
Yes.
5 years old. At 5 years old.
At 5 years old. And
Mm.
oh,
Take your time. It's okay.
I
Take your
didn't
time.
I didn't excuse me, I had to take a breather because I didn't enjoy the part about of the game about having someone put my gentle in their mouth, gentle in their mouth. To me, that was very uncomfortable. Um,
Take your time.
I'm taking my time. To me, that was very uncomfortable, and so we ended up had the older person told, okay, everybody take a break. If you gotta go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. Me, I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I said I just couldn't because I was so uncomfortable. I couldn't make myself pee for nothing. And the next time the bottle landed on me, I peed in the person's mouth. And oh, that person ran out the bathroom hollering and screaming, and we got caught from that time.
Did you ever tell your mother about the date someone introduced that to you?
No, no. I kept it to myself. I kept it to myself because as a child, that was something that we did. I thought was normal. I thought was normal. Um, not to tell it or speak. It's not because I didn't feel like I was being um, sexually molested.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like I was being because I wasn't forced to do this. You know, um, it just was an early introduction to a sexual experience that shouldn't have been introduced to me.
Right. It shouldn't
That
exactly. It
that
should have been.
in my mind, I'm being honest. In my mind, I enjoyed it.
Huh?
Yeah, it made me feel somewhat like a girl at that age.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was a correlation that you was getting out of that, right? That's the
Mhm.
correlation that you was getting from playing that game. It connected to you as a feeling of a girl, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Wow.
Yes.
Y'all hear
Yes.
this?
Yes. And going on further, and I just want to move away from that part right
Yeah,
now
yeah,
to go
I'm
on to
sure. Go on.
go on to other experiences that I enjoyed being there. When every time we played the game called House and stuff, I would end up being the girl.
Wow.
Yes,
That's what you
I was
want.
the
You
girl.
want.
The huh?
That's what you wanted to do. So how were you? When did you know? When did you know it was time to let it be known? When did you know you was transgender? When did you know that?
When did I know I was transgender?
Uh huh.
Girl, that was so late in life. I was, ooh,
Wow.
that was so late in life. Me not knowing my true identity came much, much further in my life because I didn't know what I was or nothing. When I was in high school and stuff, I didn't know if I was just gay or the term back then was a sissy, a faggot.
Right. Right.
Right. I'm gonna have to back up, and I'm gonna come to that.
Okay, that's
When
fine.
the name calling and stuff, some
Right.
of those same ones that was in that circle, some of the same people that when we always played house and stuff, and I would be the girl and they would be the guy, and back then it was humping. We didn't do any sexual stuff with clothes off and stuff. Just
Mhm.
the idea of the boy on top of you and stuff, and you being the girl and stuff. Um, those kids grew out of that stuff, and they didn't want nothing to do with that anymore. And then that's when the name calling started to come in.
Oh,
Yes, the taunting and oh, use a sissy and use a faggot and all that type of stuff. It went on to school too. Um,
all through
a
high
couple of
school.
boys, yes, a couple of boys to up into high school. Yes, from middle school to high school, it really went on. Um,
Did you date when you was in high school, teenage?
no, no, no. When I was in high school, I didn't date. I'm going to share something that happened when I was a
Yeah.
teenager, working a summer job,
Y'all listen.
and that's the first time I was touched by an adult. And this was in a public bathroom. Um,
Hmm.
and I was a teenager, about 13, 14, and this older white man was fondling me and stuff. And that's the first time I um, had an ejaculation. Um, and it scared the hell out of me.
Mhm. Mhm.
It scared the hell out of me. But that's the first time that I was introduced to sex and stuff. I never told anybody about that because I thought I would get in trouble.
Did you know? Did
Um,
you know the man?
no, I was in the bathroom cleaning the bathroom out at the zoo, and this pervert just started funneling it on me. And that was I was a child still at that age, and that man was an adult.
And you didn't tell him. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh.
I I also have other experiences when I was in middle school that and I shared that with my mom a few nights ago, that there was some man, but some reason in the back in my mind, I can't remember the man, um, and stuff. But when my mom would have people over the house and stuff, they were in the front playing cards and stuff. We as kids was always told to get out of the grown folks' way, go to your room or something, you know. And so that's why I was in my room minding my own business. And it was this one man, and I can't think about him. And I have the dream, and I can see that man coming into my room and pulling out his thing and telling me to touch it and stuff, and but I can't see that person's face. I blocked it out or something. Did nothing happen. He made me touch it one time, once or twice, but
Mm.
did nothing happen. Um, but that was something that's hunting me, and I can't still remember who that guy was.
Well, that's a form of molestation.
Huh?
That's a form of molestation.
Yes, ma'am.
It
Yes,
sure
ma'am.
is. That is a form of molestation,
Mhm.
whether or not it was any type of penetration, whatever. Even though
Mhm.
touching, that is a form of molestation.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm so sorry that
And
happened
my
to you.
mom would have killed that man if she'd have found that man coming in my room or something. My mom would have killed that man. Um,
I mean, I get that. I mean, I understand that. Because you was a
yeah.
child. You her
Some of
only
my
child.
family members, some of the other people that were in the house, if they'd have caught that man creeping in my room, it would have been a big thing that night. But I can't think of who that man was, and I
That
must
was
have
the
really
only
feared.
time.
Huh?
Was that the only time?
No, he did that every time he come over, and I would hate when he come over my mom's house.
Wow.
I had dreams just a couple of recently that man coming into my room. Sometime I'd be sleeping, he tap me and wake me up, touch it.
Hmm. And you can't
And
remember. Are you wait a minute, I just heard you did I just hear you say you recently having dreams about it again?
yeah, but I can't remember the face. I can't see the face. Every time it get to the point where it's going up to I look at it and see his face, I wake up out of the dream.
Wow. All right, let me
Yeah.
see. Let me take a minute. Let's take a minute and see in the comments here. And I keep hearing some noise, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Let me check something. Because I'm hearing some noise and I don't like this noise. I don't like that. I don't I don't know. Do y'all hear it? Do y'all hear the noise? Madison, see if you see check the comments. Let's get the comments and see um what they saying. Anybody got a question? And Karika, she said, Miss Madison, we love your transparency, being open and honest with the world. I gotta see what's where this let me see something here because this
Um, my mom is here. She says I see you. Hey, mom. I have a friend, Miss T. I call her. Um, she sees me. Okay, I see you too. And my cousin Katie's here. She said she's proud of me. She loved me.
okay.
Um, yes.
Welcome y'all. Thank y'all for coming in here.
Your voice went down, Miss J.
It went down.
Yes, it's lower.
Okay, hold on. But this is the first time I ever had a problem with my audio. Let me see something.
And some a viewer said they hear an echo.
Okay. About what about now? Let's see. It's gonna come back. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what happened, y'all. Can y'all hear me now?
I hear you a little better. You're not as low as you were.
Okay. I don't know. I got my
Yeah.
microphone. I got the microphone sitting way over there. Um, I don't know, but we're gonna keep going though. Sorry if y'all hear the echo. This is the first time I had an issue with my audio. But we see how the devil do it. We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
We're gonna keep going. I want to ask, as through your high school and all, right?
Uh huh.
Let's go from after you got out of high school. What took place after you got out of high school? Were you still like trying not to let nobody know what was going on with you? That you felt like a girl, or what?
Like I said, at all the way, I didn't know if I was gay. I didn't know my true identity
Okay.
as being a transgender woman. I didn't know if I was gay or whatever. But there was only two people I had spoke with this about, and that was my grandmother and my auntie Ruby. And I mentioned it to my aunt Margaret too at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandmother was like, whatever you're gonna be the best you can be. Because she said that when she was a little girl, she knew a man that was um, like that. She would always move her just for um,
Yeah,
gay
need a
or,
man like yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
funny, being funny or something. So she said it wasn't no problem with her. And my auntie Ruby was my closest confidant. I even told her some guys that I had crushed on and stuff. I could really confide in her. And
Wow.
I'm gonna share a little bit about my mother. Um, my mother and me were so close, so close. This woman I looked up to. I thought my mom was the most beautiful woman in the world. I loved her. There's the steps. I love the stride and her walk and everything. And she spin around the dance, listen to music and dancing in front of the mirror and stuff, dancing and stuff and spinning around in her dress and stuff. And she always shared her experiences with me and stuff. When she go out and stuff, and dancing and stuff, we like to dance together and everything. Um, some secrets that I didn't tell, but I told my mom recently that when she leave the house and she would go to work, I couldn't wait to go in her closet and walk around in her shoes and try on her dresses and stuff. Yeah, and I was her spinning around. I put on that music and I'd be spinning around in the mirror like my mom dancing and stuff. Um, but at that time, that was a secret my mom didn't know. And when I was in high school and growing up, and I had started having friends that was openly gay. Um, my mom knew they were gay and stuff. Um, and from her snooping in my room, mom, which all parents do because they want to know what their teenage child doing, she would see little stuff and find little stuff and little letters and stuff that I wrote about boys and stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, but so she put me on a spot several times and she would ask me, are you this way or are you that way? And for the life of me, this woman I loved and I trusted her with everything and I could tell her anything. I could not tell her that. I don't know
Wow.
what it was that I could get it out to say, yeah, mom, I'm this way. Either love me or not. I could not get it. I don't know what it was from. I don't know if I was afraid I was gonna lose her love for me or something. It was fear. I didn't know what to expect. Um, And so it went on and on that she just wanted to know. She wanted to hear from my mouth. And I couldn't tell her till she
That's,
got, excuse me,
like I said, that's what it sounded like. She knew but wanted you to tell it.
she wanted to hear from my mouth. Till some of her thing she was saying had started turning to very ugly. She had started saying some ugly things to me. Like, if you is that way, I don't know where you get it from, and it didn't come from me because I ain't gay, and your daddy sure wasn't gay, and all that and stuff. And she said one thing at 17. I think I was about to be 18 in like 2 or 3 months, and she said, "If you that way, you got to get the hell out of my house." And when she said that, that was my key to leave. When she went to
Wow.
work, when she come home, I was gone. I was gone.
She,
I
she
was
didn't.
into the world and gone.
But why?
For 2 weeks, huh?
But why? Why did you? Why do you? She said that to you. Why did you go out and say, "Mama, yes, I am"? You just
I
told
don't
me.
know. I just left. I don't know. I don't know. And you know the strangest thing about it, my mom had friends that was gay. And she used to come home and tell me stories about, because she liked to go out dancing. And so she wasn't gay or nothing, but she liked to go out dancing with them at the clubs and stuff. And she had a good time. She'll come back telling me stories about that. And so in my mind, I thought my mom was cool about it. But when she started saying those ugly things, I just feared her finding out the truth. Um,
When did
as
she
I
find
felt
out?
she knew. I felt she should have knew, so she shouldn't have been asking me those questions.
Yeah, yeah. As a mother, we know a lot of things that our children do. A
But
lot of things we don't.
I think that it's like we say that she wanted to hear it from my mouth,
Exactly,
and I just
exactly.
couldn't tell her that. And I let stay gone for 2 weeks. And one day I went over my auntie Ruby's, and she's like, "B, where you been? Your mom been looking for you, going crazy looking for you." I told her the story that she told me if I was gay to get out of her house, so I left.
Wow,
And my auntie told me, "You get your butt back home, and your mom. I'm gonna talk to your mom. Your mom don't care what you are. She love you." When
that's
my
right.
mom and I seen each other, she hugged me and she told me she loved me whatever I am. I'm still her child, and she gonna love me for whatever. And that's the beginning of our it all being let loose and stuff.
So after you went back home, that's when you just, and then she found out. You told everything, right?
Hmm.
That's when you started your journey to start being living your truth, or did you still sort of hold it back?
Are you asking me that when I start to come out of my
Uh,
as
mm-hmm,
transgender?
mm-hmm.
No, that's not even it then. That didn't do. Because Miss J, I was confused. I didn't know what I was. I didn't know if I knew I wasn't gay because from hanging around my friends that were gay and stuff, I wasn't attracted to any gay. I wasn't attracted to any gay male.
Okay, okay.
You get me?
Uh huh.
And they wasn't attracted to me because I was too feminine. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the boily type and stuff. Um, that's another thing I want to share.
Okay.
Because when you go to have be on female hormones and stuff, they do with your blood cells and stuff. They do a chromosome check to see where your the Y's and the X's and stuff are. And I have more female hormones in me than male hormones in me. Yeah, at the time, yes,
Wow.
that's why I'm on such a low dose of extra estradiol to put the female on. I had soft skin. I had breasts and stuff at a teenager.
So wait a minute.
They
If
were
you
real
look at,
little, but I
so wait a
had
minute.
breasts.
So you're saying mainly you was born this way. Is that what you're saying?
Some way I believe that.
I
That's
mean,
my belief.
because for them
That's my belief.
for them chromosomes to be in there like that, I mean, you had more feminine chromosomes. That what you said, chromosomes. You said, right?
Hmm.
So that had to be from birth, because
Yes.
you won't take it no medication, right? Y'all heard that,
No.
right? Y'all heard that, right?
Yeah.
You wasn't taking no
Yeah.
medication. Wow, get out of
Yes.
here.
Yes. And being on the estrogen and all my medication and hormonal
Hey,
therapy and
champion.
stuff, that it all tunes into your mind too, your mindset, and it makes you just feel so good. So if it evens everything out, because my scale was unbalanced. It was just
Mhm.
like, and my mind was just going like crazy and stuff. It was a time when I was 19 years old. I wanted to end my life. I took a whole handful of pills to try to commit suicide to end my life. Because I, I always say I wouldn't wish this life on no one. I
Wow.
couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine making that choice to be this way. Not me. I couldn't imagine it
Mm.
because it hasn't not been no smooth sailing road. It's been a bumpy road. Ups and downs and stuff, and um, the abuse and all that, domestic abuse and all that stems from that too, as well.
Stems from all of that. Because I know
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, I wanted to talk a little bit. We're going to go ahead on through your journey. But before we end, I do want to tap in a little bit. How did you get into, what happened? You got into the sex trafficking um, thing and the domestic abuse. I want to tap into that also. Because, y'all, I told you she had a story and a journey. And
Hmm.
I don't know how I'm sounding through Facebook, but I am so annoyed right now because I'm hearing some noise here with my audio. I hope I'm not sounding real bad out there. Y'all let me know if I'm sounding real bad when I talk, okay? Um, but she has a journey, y'all. And I'm definitely we're gonna talk, we're gonna discuss this sex. How did you get involved with that? The reason why, because y'all need to know the reason why, because she's gonna be able to tell y'all things to look for in your children. Okay, because that's what a lot of it is about. Your teenage girls, your teenage sons. Oh yeah, they get trafficked too. They do. They do. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about it. But I want to
Right.
continue on with. See, I'm hearing that noise. It stopped now. I figured out. But I want to continue on how your journey went from after you got out of high school, after your mom and everything, it started stepping you, and after in your late 20s or your early 30s, when did you start like, okay, and my mama know what's going on with me. Now I think it's time for my other family members to know. When did you start living your truth? When did you start doing it?
When did I start?
What made you do that? What made you finally start living your truth? What happened?
When I got out on what made me start becoming out of my truth and becoming who I am. You're
Mm-hmm.
asking me, or you speaking on the sex trafficking?
Yeah, I want to know about the sex traffic. I want to go there a little bit.
Okay, well that happened at that point when the sex trafficking came in. I was out as transgender. Yes, I was being sex trafficked through by my partners in my relationships because we were on drugs. Both of us was on drugs,
Okay.
and in order for me to supply the habit for the drugs and stuff, I was forced to go out into the street to make money and stuff, to order to not to come back to get abused, beaten on and stuff.
Mm. Your partner
So it,
did
it,
that.
it all was a form of controlling me.
And so when you was doing the sex trafficking part, did you just target men? You just
I
target
target what?
you just when you was doing the sex trafficking part, did you just target the men? Or it didn't make at that
Men,
time?
yes.
Okay, okay.
Men. Oh, it was very dangerous. Like I went out and targeted men, but I didn't expose my true identity to these men, which could have been very dangerous. That person that I thought was sitting at home loving me, that allowed me to go out, step out into the world and hopping into these strange men cars, tricking them and not letting it be known that I was who I truly was, could have been life threatening. Each
Yeah.
time I walk back in that door, and me being alive today is a blessing from way beyond.
Wow. And you did that quite a while, 'cause like you said, y'all was on drugs and you had to feed your habit. You had to feed your habit.
Hmm.
And thank God that
Hmm.
thank God that's gone. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That you got. How did you get out of that? How did you get out of that sex trafficking situation? What happened?
Um, over 19 years when I got out of prison. Um, going on 20 years, you guys. I'm I haven't been back to jail or on papers probation. Um, parole, the sex trafficking and all that is ended, and drugs and stuff, because I was introduced to a sex trafficking organization that was an advocacy for sex trafficking victims and stuff.
Mhm.
And they hooked me up with the right support systems and stuff. At that point was when I got on female
Exactly.
hormones and stuff. I was introduced to doctors, um, and that's when I began my journey as to being my true identity, just coming out being as Miss B.
Okay. And
Yes.
Karika, I think you got a point there. It's gonna be up to her. Karika said, I think this needs to be a part two. Because you have a story. You have a story to tell. Hey, Miss Stephanie Knox,
Yes.
thank you for
Oh,
coming in.
ex- excuse me for cutting you off. There will be a part two. I'm in the processes now of writing my book, my memoir of doing that will be about the abuse and the different relationships, the different things that happen in those relationships and stuff, the drug addiction and the sex trafficking and the domestic abuse and stuff from 3 to 4 of my relationships that I've been in.
Wow. So now you are living your truth. You're doing that. And as you were stating, and I know it was a bumpy, bumpy road. A hell of a lot of bumpy roads for you to be able to do that.
Hmm.
Um, is it, do you have any regrets?
Do I have any regrets? Plenty, yes.
Okay, okay,
Yes, truthfully, honestly, yes, I have some regrets. But um, the things that I went through and I've been through has made me into a strong woman. that I am today. I'm about to be 60 years old next year, April 10th. I will be 60 years old. Um, thank God.
Yes,
And
exactly.
it's a blessing that I'm still here. I survived the AIDS pandemic. Um,
Yes.
I survived so much. I've had a gun point in my face. I survived that. I survived the life in the streets and walking up and down the streets all types of night out there on drugs and stuff. I survived that. And
Mm,
it's just so much that I'm so grateful for that I'm survived. I'm a survivor.
exactly.
I'm a
You are.
survivor. I'm still here today. I never would imagine that I'm 59 years old. I will be 60 next year. And I'm still here. And look at me. I'm beautiful.
Yes, you are. Because I was getting ready to ask you this. How do you feel now? How do you feel since you let that breath out? You see what I'm saying? How
Now
do
I can breathe.
yeah,
Now I can breathe. I want to share with you all that it's been going on 10 years that I've been in no relationship at all. I
really?
am so, yes. I haven't been in no relationship sexually or nothing. 10 years.
That's by choice.
Um, and I feel wonderful. I feel wonderful because the old me couldn't deal with being here in this house alone by myself.
Hmm.
I would go out there and snatch up, pull any man into my house, somebody to love me, because that's
Wow.
all I've ever wanted was someone to love me. And even if that love that I had to drag into my house and to wrap their arms around me caused the beating up beside my head or to indulge in some drugs, I was getting that love that I needed.
That you
But
felt you
now I don't need that.
now you know you got
I this is a theme song for me. It's stuck out in my head even when I was young
what
and a
is it?
teenager growing up. And that was Whitney Houston's song, The Greatest Love of All
The
is
great
It
minds
Within Me.
is
And I've
within
been
me.
searching for love
Exactly.
all around this whole big old world. And it is so hard to find. And I never looked in the mirror at myself and dug deep down into my soul and found out, embraced myself and said, I love me like
Yes.
I do today.
See, and
I
that makes
love
a
me for
that
me.
makes a difference.
Yes,
Now you can move and navigate through life now in peace. See, because
right. And you
now
said,
you
you
are
asked me,
now
did I have any regrets, Miss
right.
J?
Yeah.
That's the only regret I have is that I didn't love me as when I was younger like I should. And that's one thing I want to reach out and I hope that I can bless. This one person can be blessed that's going through the same stuff that the identity change, the identity and don't know what's going on with themselves. Love you, accept you for who you are, and don't let nobody make you feel any less.
Y'all listen.
Don't let
Mhm.
nobody make you feel any less. You are beautiful and you live your life, live your truth.
That's right. And I was getting ready to ask you. You did it already, but I was getting ready to ask you before we close out. What do you want to tell someone that's going through or that they want to come out to their family or to their parents? You know, I was I was gonna ask you what would you tell them? Part one, part two. If it's somebody, I'm gonna ask you this: if it's somebody out there that's gonna watch this, it might be like, I think it's time for me to go on and tell the truth. I wonder when she get on FaceTime with me. Would you be there to support that person? For
Most
example,
definitely.
would
Most
you
definitely.
Y'all heard that, right?
Most
So
definitely.
another,
Reach
yeah,
out to me. If I will help you, I would support you in any kind of way. Please do so. I want to share something else with you.
yeah,
There's something I seen at the bar, at a gay bar, when I was young, going out and stuff. I seen this one guy, whole family, the males in this person family, drag this person out of bar, and they were fighting this person to try to get him from being who he was. No, you're not supposed to be in this place. You coming back home with me. And I looked at that and I was just like, I hope my family never do that to me.
wow, are you
Never
serious?
do that to me.
But see, thank God it wasn't like that because your mom embraced you.
Yes, my mom embraced me and my family embraced me for the most part. And yeah, there may be some that, you know, disagree with my life, but that's not on me. That's on them. That's their
Exactly,
problem. That's
exactly.
their problem. And I want everyone to know, anyone that's like feeling like this or going through this, struggling with your being your true identity and stuff, to just come on out of that. Got of that. Release yourself from being that caterpillar crawling around. Get into your cocoon and and release out of that cocoon as the beautiful butterfly you are.
Exactly. Y'all heard that, right? Because that's what needs to take place. That's what needs to take place.
Mhm.
And she said, if it's somebody that want to come out to that family, you tell them your pages they can follow you on and inbox you, and you'll get on that FaceTime for an example. To be there to support. However y'all connect to do it. Because it's time. I know people are tired of lying. I know they're tired of can't remember what lie they done told, living double lives. It's nothing that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
When you can just come on and be you. That's why I said my journey to my
Hmm.
truth.
And this life could be, it's a blessing that I didn't, when I took that handful of pills, that I didn't commit suicide and I didn't end my life. What a
See,
loss that would have been. What a
exactly.
big loss that would have
And
been. And if
look at you
anyone is
now.
out there feeling ashamed or scared and don't want to tell your truth and just be you and live your life, please, please stop right now. Don't pick up that bottle. Don't try to end your life, because there's so much more ahead for you.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard this queen talking to y'all. Those that's in the closet, those that's
Come
scared.
out that closet. Come on out.
Come on, yeah. And she said she'll be right there if you need somebody to be on that FaceTime with you or be on that three-way call with you. She said she'll be right there. She said she'll
Right
be right
there.
there. All you got to do is connect with her when you're ready to do what you got to do and be able to breathe. Because I know you suffocate. I know you feel suffocated. So I know you
Hmm.
feel suffocated. Because you can't hardly
Hmm.
breathe. You can't hardly breathe. Because now you gotta get right before you go out on this side. Then you come back, you gotta act like this. I know you do. But she's willing to be right there for you when you're ready to do what you gotta do. So you can exhale and breathe. And I know you feel better. I know you feel better, Queen. I know you do. I know you
Yes,
do.
yes,
And
yes. I don't
I
have
know
any
you do. So
kids.
listen.
I don't have any kids. I don't have any grandkids. It's just me. I would love to take someone and embrace them with that love and stuff. Come on out, come on to me. I can help bring you out of that closet.
Well, tell them how can they find you on Facebook.
How can you find me on Facebook? You can find me under my Facebook name is Madisyn. That's Madisyn.
Spell it again.
Madisyn. Please don't look me up as the city of Madison.
Right,
I'm Madisyn
right.
Turner Fleming. B Turner Fleming. B is spelled BEA. Turner. My last name is hyphen Fleming. And I also have uh, um, a blog, personal blog. You can reach out to me on that. It's I'm trying to get under Miss J's wings and become a talk show host as well because she's a wonderful talk show host.
Thank you. Thank you. You know I got you. You know I don't you
Yeah.
know I don't mind showing you how to do it. I got you.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
see,
You
I'm
said
not that I'm not that one that know how to do stuff and don't want to share. You know, you got people that's not there, don't want to tell you nothing. The Jay is not like that. The Jay
right.
is not
My
like that.
dream, one of my dreams is I want a talk show like they have the
Yeah.
view.
Hmm.
I want a talk show with LGBTQ and a straight cast.
And we gonna make that happen. We gonna make that happen. It ain't gotta be on syndicated network right now. You ain't gotta start there, you gotta start small. And then think big. See what I'm saying? The Jay gonna help
Hmm.
you make that happen. I'm gonna help you make that happen. You know that. All right. With that being said, check one more time, see it's in the comments. Any questions? Let's see. Thank y'all. Thank you, Stephanie, for being in here, sweetheart. Thank you, Karika. That's my baby there. That's my baby, Karika. Let me see who else is in here. Thank y'all for being in here. Who else? Tico. Thank you, Tico, for being in here. And I saw somebody else's name. Yeah, Turnell. I ain't got. Did I say that?
Chanel Tidwell. Thank you for being here, girl.
Thank you, Tennille. Did I say her? Did I say the name right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Michael, for being in here. Thank you. Thank you so much for being in here. Let's see who else. Lanisha. They're gonna know one of my babies. And this why.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here. And
Yes.
who is that say we need a part two? We can definitely have a part two.
That's my baby Karika.
I
That's
would
my baby.
definitely be willing to come back and for a part two of our interview.
Exactly. And we're gonna make that happen between October and November. We're gonna check back.
Yes.
I want to check
I
back
wanna
in.
I wanna I wanna have I wanna be on. Can you have interviews with more than one guest?
Yes, I can have up to 12 people up here.
Okay. You have to get me and Miss Larica Dupree Hall on here together. I just
Yeah.
met her and I heard her story. Wonderful.
Yes. I I'm a, after we end, I got a conversation I want for you, okay?
Okay.
Don't go nowhere after I end the show. You still stay down in the guest room, okay? But thank
Okay.
y'all so much. Y'all know I appreciate it. And again, I gotta see where this noise is coming from because it's driving me crazy. And I apologize for starting late, but we had technical issues, but it was not with the audio, it was with the video. That damn audio acting up. Oh, Jesus. See how that feels? But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all know I do. Y'all know how this J Mouth can be sometimes. Y'all know that, okay? So, let me see if Dave's, let's see if Dave's here. I'm gonna see how I feel tomorrow. I might do a makeup live for y'all tomorrow, okay? Because y'all know I've been resting since my convention, okay? But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming in here. I know we was late. Y'all sprinkle this out because somebody needs to see this. Somebody's gonna get encouraged by this. And when you feel you want to reach out to Queen Madisyn, you do that. She's gonna help you, okay? With that being said, y'all already know I love you. Y'all already know